how mentally, I guess, mentally taxing is that? First of all, like you said, not sure that this is going to happen for sure, even like 3 days out to before the press conference. Then it finally starts happening. And then you saw Taylor Tooley getting knocked to the ground and then kicked while down, allegedly a tooth getting knocked out, them going on and on about it on the broadcast. And then not only you going right in and completely dominating with a heel hook within the first minute, but then knowing you have to go back and bounce back and come out within 15 minutes of that. How emotionally nerve-wracking is that?
Well, it wasn't. I mean, especially being a fighter, and I had success over in Japan, and I learned really quick. I basically had 2.5 years of experience fighting. I mean, grappling. So my experience was very little compared to Royce's and their family, but I still felt like nobody could beat me. I just felt that good. I felt like I had learned so much in a short amount of time that I could beat anybody. And when they took the shoes away, because of my mindset, I wouldn't let anything get in the way of my confidence. They could have tied one hand behind my back, and I still would have thought I could win. Okay, I'll still do it. Because for me, my mindset was that you can't keep me from winning. No matter what you throw at me or try to do to me, I'll find a way to win. Unfortunately, that's also a downfall because sometimes you need to be a little bit realistic, and I wasn't that. I wasn't realistic when it came to Royce. The guy had 27 years of experience in grappling. He had 50 years of experience behind his family. They set it up. They set the rules. They did everything to make sure that he had the best chance of winning, even positioning how the fights were set up, that I would come back right away after my first fight against Patrick Smith, which was probably one of the tougher guys in that tournament, and come right out and fight Royce, which we knew, fighting Art Jimerson with one boxing glove on, that he wouldn't sustain any damage. He wouldn't have a hard match at all, and that I would have to come right back out with no rest and have to fight Royce again. So everything that they did to position themselves to win, was definitely put into play. Taking the shoes away, which is something I've never experienced. I've never experienced not having wrestling shoes on. Going in on a canvas with the kind of surface they had in there. I kid you not, I didn't realize that until I was fighting Pat and I went to take him down. You see me slipping all over the place trying to get him to the ground when I shot in for a double leg. I was literally having a hard time taking him down, and when I did get him down, I was slipping on the mat trying to get my footing. So going in and fighting Royce, I blocked it out. I just said, I'm going to go in and shoot, and then we'll just skate together. We'll see where it ends up. And, of course, I ended up into a choke with the gi, not having an understanding of how that worked either. So it was definitely some ignorance on my part of not really looking at what they were doing and preparing to fight back, because everything we were told going into that thing was that this is supposed to be no holds barred, anything goes. And then they started taking things away from people. They started adding things like one glove for Art Jimerson because he was fighting Royce. They didn't want him to get cut, so they put one glove on Art. So it was just, like I said, it was really, now that you look back on it, you can kind of see how it all played out. And it was a marketing tool for the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu stuff, which was genius because you look at their schools now, man, they're everywhere. They're making lots of money on them. So, it is what it is. I can't blame them for trying and doing what they did. I had an opportunity to step up and say no, and I didn't. I went ahead and said, whatever, I'll still do it. But like I said, I was able to go in the second time and be able to get after him a little bit. Even with that, there was a time limit put in, which took away the opportunity for me to go in and really wear him out, beat him down, and do what I set out to do, which was be the best conditioned athlete, and also show them that the submission skills and my skill sets were much better than theirs. And that didn't happen because of the time that played into that. I wasn't able to have the time I needed to be able to wear him down and to get him to drop his legs so that I could submit him the way I wanted to submit him. But it is what it is. I thought I did enough to be able to show people that even with 2.5 years of experience as opposed to 27 years and 50 years behind with his family, that they still couldn't handle me. And I was just getting started. I mean, I was just starting to learn. Then I went and fought him the third time. Anybody that saw that was very disappointing, knowing that the guy that was refereeing the thing is a jiu-jitsu practitioner. I think he's a black belt, brown belt, whatever he is. And he was refereeing our match. And then the low blow, which was obvious to everyone in the building that he hit me with a low blow, and I should have had time to recover so we could go back at it, which is what I thought was happening until he raised both of our hands. I'm not sure what that was. I wasn't, because I couldn't hear what was being said. And then to come to find out that I lost, and I was like, well, where's my 5 minutes? Like, where's my opportunity to fight? And I was literally completely taken off when all that happened, because in the ring, I couldn't really hear what was being said. And next thing I know, I'm standing there with a loss, and I was like, well, how did that happen?
If you like this clip, remember to like, subscribe, and comment. We want to hear from you. Let's roll.